Hey, good morning, everyone. Back in the saddle after a long holiday weekend. We do have some interesting weather to talk about on this Tuesday. Let's get right to it. Things are quiet this morning. It's warm, it's humid, and this steamy air mass is building out ahead of a storm system out across the Midwest. This is the storm system that could bring us some heavier weather. It looks like later today and into tonight. But things are going to be pretty quiet for the morning and the first part of the afternoon. Recording this at about 8:40, and nothing more than a stray shower east of I-79 this morning. Temperatures are on the warm side for late May morning. Feels like the middle of summer out there. It's in the upper 60s to around 70. You look at the dew points, and they are elevated as well. Dew points are in the 60s. So it's a steamy, soupy, humid air mass today. Not a good hair day today for those of you who are impacted by the higher humidity. And again, all of this warm and somewhat unstable air is building out ahead of a storm system that is out across the Midwest. Center of low pressure right now at the surface is across Iowa. We look at the upper levels. Let's look at about 18,000 feet, or the 500 millibar level. And here's the center of our low pressure system across the upper Midwest. Now this is going to track to the north and east today, and as it does so, it's going to increase the instability across parts of the Midwest. It's going to draw in more moisture, and so some severe weather is seems fairly likely today. It's just a matter of where. Here's the Storm Prediction Center outlook today. The yellow area, let me zoom back in here. Yellow area is what we call the slight risk. About a 15% chance of some type of severe weather today. And the primary threat is definitely going to be wind. Here's the wind outlook today. The brighter yellow, that's a 15% chance of damaging winds within 25 miles of any spot, according to the Storm Prediction Center. Notice the hail risk is negligible here locally. Tornado risk, the green area, is about 5% from about Youngstown on west. So here's what I have as far as our graphic shows. Any storms later today and into tonight, the primary threat would be a damaging wind gust. Hail chance is pretty small. Tornado chance is pretty small. They're not zero, but they're pretty small. And if any of these storms gets heavy enough and doesn't move that fast, there could be some minor flooding issues, but not expecting a lot of that type of thing. Now let's talk about a few of the things that we're going to look at when we're trying to figure out who's going to get the nasty weather and what type of weather is going to occur. Look at the latest high-resolution rapid refresh model here, simulated radar right around early afternoon today. Here's 2 p.m. and still not much going on locally. Could be a stray shower. That should be about it, though. Notice things are getting a little heavier out to our south and west, though, across parts of southwest Ohio into Kentucky, parts of Indiana early this afternoon. Go ahead to late afternoon then. Here's a 5 p.m. And there should be a pretty decent line of showers and storms trying to develop somewhere in central and southern Ohio here late this afternoon. Maybe Columbus down towards Wilmington, maybe getting as far east as Cambridge by about 5 or 6 this evening. Then we go ahead to about sunset, or just before sunset. Here's 8 p.m. And you'll notice things have kind of weakened. It seems like the model's trying to weaken activity as it comes east a little bit. Let me back up a few hours and then put this in motion. So here's 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and then 8 p.m. This line of showers and storms is running into air that isn't going to be quite as conducive to holding some thunderstorms. So I think our severe weather chances are overall not real high. I think the Storm Prediction Center outlook here is a little too far east with the slight risk. I would probably end it maybe somewhere like here. And I guess I wouldn't be shocked if with their midday update, which comes out around noon, they trim back this slight risk area a little bit and keep us in what we call the marginal risk, which is a lower risk of severe weather. So, all this stuff remains to be seen. We'll have a look at things here again in a few hours. But do want to give you a heads up that late this afternoon, early this evening, we could be dealing with a few beefier storms. Not expecting a big outbreak, but we'll certainly keep you updated throughout the day on social media. Jess will have you updated on TV at noon today, and I'll see you tonight on 21 News at 6 o'clock. So have a great Tuesday. We'll see you later on.